Clinical misanthropy is an offshoot of depression. However, whereas depression usually entails that someone just has lost the spark that made their life worth living, clinical misanthropy was originally cited as an irrational distrust, detest, and hatred of mankind and human beings in general. However, as some more and more people were diagnosed with this, it started to turn into a severe distrust and detest of humanity, especially those around you. Despite the fact that, yes, you may love or like some, the fact that the species as a whole just makes you wish nothing more than whatever power that be would just wipe the whiteboard clear and start over. Me personally, and as I'm saying this, it's both because of this song that is my favorite Vocaloid song that I'm about to talk about, and the fact that I'm in the throes of, I don't know what to call them, a tick, an attack, whatever, I don't care, but I'm trying to give you all some basis as to why I really like this song, because for a long while, I've obviously suffered with clinical misanthropy for a very long time. It's only last year that I knew that it actually has a name, and it's very hard to see this portrayed in any type of media, because the last media that talked about misanthropy and it was actually taken seriously was Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels, and it's not very easy to read through that entire thing in a whole sitting. So, however, in this song, Vanan'ICE actually hit the nail on the proverbial head, and I really like that they acknowledge this disorder where some people would just say, "Oh, you're being antisocial, oh, blah 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 blah." So yes, for the last video of Month of Vocaloid, we will be looking at Room 13943.
Thank you.
If you were to ever wonder what goes on through someone who suffers from clinical misanthropy's head 24/7, 365 days of the week, this song is it. And you all should now officially know why when my misanthropy is triggered, I don't like to talk to anyone. It is a chore to talk to. It's a chore to talk to anyone either way, because really, mankind as a whole is not very good in my eyes, and I have no way to turn my brain off to say mankind is not that bad. It's always bad in my head. But yeah, this song is basically what's going on in my head 24/7 all the time, and it's only when my misanthropy gets out of hand that I can't function. It just gets the thoughts expressed in this song gets too overwhelming. So yes, this is Vanan'ICE's Room 13943. And okay, what is the story of the song despite the analysis and acknowledgement of clinical misanthropy? Well, it starts off, and let me just say who performs this song. This song is performed by the usual Vanan'ICE staple of Gakupo, KAITO, and Len. However, for this song, Vanan'ICE introduced the use of Hiyama Kiyoteru, aka Kiyoteru Sensei, who was introduced to the Vocaloid repertoire a couple years ago, but since the Vocaloid company kept made like 10 more after they released him and Kayuki, he kinda got pushed to the wayside. Thanks a lot, Vocaloid company. But yes, in this song, Kiyoteru Sensei plays a professor who suffers from clinical misanthropy. However, rather than just try to go out through his day and not kill anybody, he gets so overwhelmed that one day he decides that, why should I be the only one suffering from this disorder? I'm going to try and push and see if I can artificially force this disorder onto other individuals. And so he creates this Jigsaw from Saw-esque test where he kidnaps three of his students, played by Len, Gakupo, and KAITO, forces them into this prison-type chamber, room 13943, and basically says that only one of you will survive. One of you has to kill the other two. One of you will have to kill the other two in order for you to survive and get out of here. And basically, he's just sitting in his safe room, watching the seeds of misanthropy take root. And although like I can understand what he's doing, that's a horrible move, because I would not wish this disorder on anyone. I really would not. So yeah, that's what his plan was. And then Gakupo, KAITO, and Len, they're just trying to see if they can stay alive throughout the story until it turns out that Kiyoteru's plan does succeed, but only for Len, because whereas Gakupo and KAITO realize that human beings are horrible and they'll only look out for themselves and they'll take advantage of each other, and they only focus on physical attributes and physical looks and other fickle things. Len is the one that truly sees that it's like, okay, mankind is horrible, mankind is doomed, and really there's no purpose to mankind, so there's no purpose to mankind, they're a plague upon the earth, so killing two really isn't going to change much, but at least I will survive. My sanity and my health will be intact. Which is actually reflective to what some people who suffer from clinical misanthropy, once it gets bad enough, start to think. Like, mankind is just a blight upon the earth, and really, I'm going to go crazy, I am going to be sick, I am going to potentially die if I don't kill someone! Yeah, and the song ends, of course, by showing that Len is the only survivor because Kiyoteru's plan worked for him, and that's the song. Like I said before, I like that this song acknowledges clinical misanthropy as an actual disorder rather than what most people say, oh, you just need to grow out of it, oh, you're just being so finicky, you're just too shy for your own good. No, it's not that. It's the fact that thus far, mankind has not shown any progress or anything redeemable about themselves to make me or anyone else who's a clinical misanthrope to say, okay, well, mankind isn't that bad. They are. It's a horrible species. Hell, me even having clinical misanthropy is a horrible offshoot, because, like, a human being that hates humans, that's a flaw. Mankind is flawed. I acknowledge it because I myself is flawed, and the fact that mankind is flawed is one of the reasons why I can't get past this disorder of mine. So, yeah. Okay, how's the music? The music is great. Vanan'ICE, once again, is wonderful, as always. And, yeah, that's really all I can say, and I apologize. Usually I would be more enthusiastic during these videos, but like I said, this song is about clinical misanthropy, and I myself am in the throes of an attack right now, so I will see you all tomorrow for the epic conclusion of Month of Vocaloid. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.